Hi guys, so here is another collection of my weekly looks, and I'm gonna share with you 7 looks that I've worn in the past couple days. It's gonna be probably way more. It's gonna be probably way more than a week, because I just sometimes I don't have time to film these entries. But anyways, today I kind of wanted to use some older palettes with some newer, well, not newer, but not that old of a palette that I haven't used for a long time. And that is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. And I don't even know if I've used this palette this year. I know I've used it quite a lot last year, but this year I've definitely haven't used it in the past 6 months because I feel like I would know that. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette by What's Up Beauty. It's a pretty small magnetic eyeshadow palette. It has so many wonderful shimmers. Like I've forgotten how beautiful these shimmers are. I'm wearing the shade Scales as the main lid shade, and this one is like a green going into purple. It is so gorgeous and it is very scale like. And then I have the shade Fly in the inner corner, and this one is beautiful. It kind of has like a gold green blue inside, and it's just a wonderful color. I love this palette. I think it's a beautiful palette. I love how small it is. I don't know why I haven't used it this year, but I think part of it could be also that I've always had it here, and because it's small palette, I've actually had it in my acrylic drawer that I almost only use for like liquid products or just like storage for all the miscellaneous things. So I think that's part of the reason why I haven't touched it, and it's such a shame because I love the quality of this. Like, it is wonderful, and I have to remind myself to use it more. I think I'm gonna put it in some kind of shop my stash to kind of focus on it, maybe in January. And then I'm using my product pans to kind of get to just kind of get more uses. So I have the Earth palette as always, and I have the shade Nostalgia and Path. It's the only two shades that I have left in this palette. And as you can see, like, the pan is getting bigger and bigger, and it's been actually kind of hard to use it today because it's all the product is towards the edges, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. And then I have the Merry Christmas palette by Uden's Eye. And today I've used the shade Best Wish, this one, and then also the shade New Year's, which we already have a new pan. Like, I used to have a pan in this and then I repressed it, and because there's such a small amount of product and it was like just itty bitty layer. There's already a huge pan again. And I've used that one just in the outer part. And now the only shade that I don't have pan, because a couple of days ago, I don't think I filmed that look, but I've been able to create a pan in the shade Gingerbread. So now all of my shades, except the shade New Leaf, I have pan, and I wanna create a pan in the shade New Leaf as well by the end of the year, so that I have pan in every single shade, and I can like have some kind of success in this with this palette, even though I won't be able to use up all the shades. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with this. And then on my face, as a highlighter, I've used the shade Little Star because I think I'm gonna be able to use this one up completely. Like, I don't have that much product left. And if I'm gonna use it on my eyes and also as a highlighter, it should be pretty doable. I still have like multiple days until the year is over. I mean, I don't even know what the date is today, but I'm pretty sure I still have like, I don't know, like 18 days or so. I literally don't know what the date is today. And then as a blush, I have the Chiffon shade from Colourpop. It's the Super Shock blush, and this one is the Pearlized blush. It's a beautiful one. Again, it's a project pan. I've just lately my weekly collections were really boring just because I'm doing the same thing over and over, but I just first of all, I don't have much time in the mornings, and I haven't had much time in the mornings lately because of work and school and just general like lack of energy, and I just can't be bothered, honestly. So yeah, I've been pretty much just doing like green looks, blue looks, and then once in a while I've worn like a purple or pink. I haven't worn yellow in forever, so I have to do that at some point. Maybe because I have so many palettes waiting for me at home and I'm gonna be home tomorrow for me. I hope that there's a palette that has yellow or orange inside, because if it does, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna review it. Just because I want to wear yellowy or orange look. But anyways, that's it for today. Oh, and the all the other face products, I have the Super Stay Concealer from Maybelline, the Essence, whatever the lash, whatever the mascara is. I've been using the same one for the past like 4 videos or whatever, or something like that. And I have the same brows as always, Beauty Bay eyeshadow primer, the NYX glitter primer. I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed anything because I'm kind of hoping that I'm gonna be able to pan anything from this as well. So I'm just kind of, let's see what's gonna pan first. Oh, and I forgot to mention I have this just kind of double-ended eye pencil, and this one is just like a very basic drugstore brand, but I still really like it, and I'm wearing the kind of pistachio side. And then on my lips, another product that I kind of want to pan is this Udens Eye Lip Shine lip gloss. I don't know how it's called Quicksand, and it's from the Angelica collection, the Halloween collection. I've been using this one a lot. I even have it in my backpack as like a daily thing. I don't always remember to use lip gloss or anything. Like, I usually put on Vaseline in the morning to like travel in the bus with it, and then I always plan to apply lipstick once I'm at work. And I always forget because there's always so many things to do at work, so I just forget to put on lipstick. And yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you tomorrow. That's it for this video. See you tomorrow. I decided to combine a newer palette with a older Project Pan palette. Both of them are in my winter eyeshadow palette collection. And it's these two. So I have the Christmas Eve palette by Udens Eye. This one is the Project Pan palette. And today I decided to use the shade Nightfall as like the main crease shade, and I barely have any left. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just like a little bit in the corner. So yeah, I'm pretty sure next time I'm gonna use this shade, it's gonna be done, which would be just the best Christmas gift for me. Then I have the shade Night Sky to deepen it up. On my lid, I have the shade Blue Star. It's like the main shimmer shade in the outer part, and then the shade Blue Eyes in the inner half. And the Blue Eyes, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a huge pan, and there's only a little bit like kind of around the edges, but there's not actually much product left. So I think the shade Nightfall and Blue Eyes should definitely, I should definitely be able to use them up this year, which is just like, yay. Then I also have, this is a newer palette and it's amazing. It's one of the best it's one of the best winter palettes ever in my opinion. And it's the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Ice Maiden palette. It's gorgeous. I love this one. And it's such a pretty color story. I used the shade Arctic Ice in the inner part and to kind of blend out everything with. And then I have the shade Glacial kind of all over the lid as a topper, because this one is a super sparkly duochrome multichrome, and it's kind of like, it has like almost like a hollow sparkle, and it's just gorgeous. It just transformed this look into something completely insanely gorgeous, so I love that one. Then for my face, so I have this Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I have the NYX glitter primer. I have my is this Rimmel or maybe no Rimmel? I think this is called like Brave This Way. I can't read the packaging anymore. And it's their pencil, and I think this one is called like Blonde or something. Yeah, the shade is 03 and it's called Blonde. Then I have the Got To Be gel for the brows. This mascara from Essence is still False Lashes mascara. I've used her more than 50 times, which never happens for me. I have to buy a new mascara because the other one that I have is horrible and I hate that. It's the Great Lash or however it's called. It's disgusting. And I think that one is from Maybelline, maybe Rimmel, I don't know. But this one I wanted to throw it away already or like put it in my empties, but I still can't find, or I still didn't really had the energy to buy a new one. And this one still works. It is a bit crumbly, but also like I've been using it for like 3 months and it has so many uses, way more than any of my previous mascaras, so I'll allow it. Then I have the Superstay Concealer by Maybelline. This one is amazing. Then I have this eye pencil from Essence, like a white pencil. Then I have this Cosmic Beauty blush butter, and this one is from the Sinister collection. And I don't remember the shade name because it doesn't say it on the packaging, and I would have to open my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm too lazy for that. But it's the pink one. I haven't used this one since my review of the Sinister box, so yeah, I wanted to try it again, and it's a really nice kind of balmy product. And then back to the Christmas Eve palette, I used the shade Wonderful, this one, as a highlighter because it is more like an iridescent light shimmer, so I like to use it as a highlighter every single time I can to use it up. So yeah, let me try to show you shade Glacial. Maybe you will see that a bit, but it is just insane. Maybe I'll try to take some close-up pictures, and maybe I'll show them on the screen as well. But yeah, it's so pretty. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Okay, so here is the third look, and today I kind of decided to go a bit neutral. So I have the shade Fortune Cookie and Ouija on the outer part, and then I have the shade Money in the inner part of the crease, and the shade Tea Leaf in the outer part of the lower lash line. And I have the shade Superstitious in the second half of the lid, and the shade Rune in the first half of the lid. And I think it's a really pretty look, like it's a very neutral look, but make it me. Then in my inner corner and as my highlighter, I have the shade The High Priestess from the Oracle Chrome highlighter palette by Bella Beauty Bar. And as my blush, I have my Chiffon shade by Colourpop. It's the Super Shock blush that I've been panning lately, and I've been using literally every single day. Then I have the same primers as always, so the Beauty Bay and the NYX Glitter Primer, the same brows, the same concealer. Mascara is also the same. I have the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Aglow in my waterline. And yeah, that's everything that I'm wearing today. I think it's a very pretty look. It's definitely not something that I would typically wear just because it's a bit too safe. But for the days that I'm like kind of really busy and I want to wear makeup but I don't want to overcomplicate things, this was so easy to blend. And hi guys, so here's the last look with the divination palette. And today I decided to do something that I don't really like a lot, and I usually don't go that route, and that is to use a blue with brown. I personally hate that combination, but I've tried to just kind of broaden my horizons with this and try something different. So I use the shade Hydromancy in the inner part. I have the shade Skeptic to kind of blend out the crease, and then I use the shade 13 to create this wing to just kind of make it more me. But like I think you can still see the brown quite a bit in the crease. It's just that the green just kind of make it more up my alley. Yeah, I think this works. I have the shade Ball in the outer, like the second half of the crease, and I have the shade Loveline in the first half, and I have also shade Crystal again in the inner corner. It's a very beautiful inner corner shade. Here's kind of like the close up, and I think these are really pretty. Like I do like this a lot, and yeah, it's a very pretty look. I use the same product as yesterday, so like nothing changed. I just have the cream gel liner from Colourpop in the shade Brands, and on my face I have the chiffon blush as always, and then I have one of the shimmer shades from a Merry Christmas palette. It's the third one in the first column. It's like a pink gold type of shade because I've been trying to use that up. So that's kind of all that I'm wearing today, and yeah, I like this look. I didn't have much time in the morning, so I just kind of, I wasn't really, I didn't want to really like bother myself with a lot of things. Okay, so here's the second look with the season palette. Love this look, love this so much. I kind of used these three shades and then these three shades. So I've started with these two on the lower lash line. This one is called Mistletoe and this one is called Guirland, I think. Garland. I don't know how to pronounce that. So these two on the lower lash line. Then on the top lash I have this, which is called Tis the Season. It's the main shade of the palette. No, sorry, I showed you the wrong size. The wrong side. This is the season, this one, to create a wing, because I don't know, I just really like these vibrant greens with purples like that. And it's just so gorgeous. Then I have the shade Mistletoe in the crease, and then the shade Party, this one, in the inner corner and beginning of the crease. Then I have Fairy Lights, which is the most beautiful duochrome multichrome. It's like a light pink, light purpley blue that goes into this goldy green shimmer. And then I have Decorations, which is just gorgeous metallic green in the outer part of the lid. I love this look so much. Oh, and I also use the green shade on the lower lash line as well, just like a little bit. Then I have my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Amethyst Hour. I have this False Lashes mascara from Essence because I really didn't want to use the Great Lash or however it's called. And then I have the Rimmel Kind and Free Concealer in the shade 10 Fair. Now for the blush and lipstick, I don't know if I want to do the same thing that yesterday. I kind of want to try the other lipstick, but it's red, and like, will that look okay? Who knows? Probably not, but I want to try that. So this one is the shade Santa Baby. It's a beautiful red shade. Okay, that is insane. Ignore the texture because my lips are cracked, so yeah, it's not perfect, but this is such a vibrant red. Yeah, this is gonna be like the red lipstick for me, for sure. And then I want to try the blush in the shade Mary, so this red one. Let me try to find some kind of normal, maybe normal brush. I guess I'm gonna have to use the same brush that I used yesterday for the bronzer. That was actually a blush for me. And we're just gonna dip into that very, very lightly. Like very, very lightly. And see how that's gonna look like on me. I haven't used self tanner in like 2 weeks, so I'm pretty pale, like I'm my usual pale self. Because like obviously it's winter now, so like there's not much sunlight, and and this one is a nice shade. Like it is red, but it's kind of like nice red. Now for blush. What are we gonna do as a blush? I kind of wanna, you know what? I'm gonna use my Christmas Eve palette by Uden's Eye, and I'm gonna use the shade Wonderful because it's my project pen and I kind of want to. We'll see how much it's gonna stick to my face since it is an eyeshadow and it is kind of, I don't know, flaky. Well, not flaky, but it has a lot of particles. So I'm gonna go in lightly, just like itty bitty. Just having a little bit of that purple. Oh my god, it got so dark outside. I hope there's not gonna be like a snowstorm or something. Yeah. Okay. So that's the look finished. I mean, I love this. Let me turn on the main light so that you can actually see properly and it's not so dark. This is the eye look and I love this. I don't know if the lip really works with this. I don't know, does it not? I always struggle with like finding the lipsticks that will work with my eye looks. Like it's just, I never know what to do, and I don't know if I'll ever fully learn how to do these things and like how to pick lipsticks. It's just, I'm not the best at that, so maybe don't take lipstick recommendations from me, but otherwise I love this. It's just so pretty. It's the sparkle on both of these shades, insane. Like, oh. So I played with the shade Mulled Wine as like the main crease shade. I have the shade Ribbon in the inner part and blending the brow bone with it as well. Then I have Holly in the outer corner and on the lower lash line with the white shade called Ribbon as well. On my lid there's the shade Tinsel in the front and then the Festive in the back, like in the outer part. And I have the shade Celebrate in the inner corner. I have the same face product as yesterday, the same blush, the same highlighter, everything is the same. Except my waterline pencil, which is this one. And I do really like this look. I don't know if it still looks like okay because I'm extremely tired, I'm extremely sick, and I feel ready for the casket. So hi guys, so here's another look and probably the last look of this video. I didn't even thought that I'm gonna film this video because it's really late. I've been up since like 4:30 in the morning. I've visited the Bavarian Christmas markets, which was super fun. I was there with the school that I work in and like it's been really fun, but I am so tired, like insanely tired. My hair got wet multiple times because it was raining, so it's just it's not looking good, but whatever. Today, I decided to combine my project pen palette and a palette that I haven't used in a really long time, like probably since Valentine's Day, or maybe once in the summer. So I have the Christmas Eve palette by Uden's Eye, and I've used the shade Nowhere as like the main uh, grease shade. I have the shade Night Sky to deepen it up. I have the shade Wonderful as the main lid shade and the shade Blue Star in the outer part. And I have the shade Blue Eyes on the lower lash line. Then Then I have the Wicked Widow Lovesick palette. I haven't used this one in a really long time, which is a shame because it is beautiful. I love this color, sorry, but I don't know, I just sometimes forget that I have it. Because I always think of her as a pink palette, and I don't really wear pinks all that often. And usually when I do, it's like part of a review, and then I never really remember to use pink palettes. But she's not pink, like, oh, there are pink shades, but she also has some purples, and I love those. So I've used the shade Three Last Words because it's such a beautiful shade, and I feel like to make cool tones look nice on me, I like these pastel shades, especially these more periwinkle shades. I don't know, I feel like it looks really nice. I use the shade Fall For You to kind of make the lid look a little bit sparklier because the shade Wonderful, it used to be super sparkly, but now I don't know if it's just like that I have better shimmers and it doesn't look that sparkly compared to other brands that I have, or if it's genuinely like it kind of lost its magic. But yeah, I topped it a little bit with this shade, and then I have the shade Goodnight Moon in my inner corner. So that's what I'm wearing. Then primer is the same, mascara is the same, concealer is the same. In my waterline, I have the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Brands. It's just everybody's favorite, me included, because it's just so pretty and wonderful, and I just love this shade. And I'm surprised the mascara actually lasted because I've been, like there's been so much rain happening and it's just been a lot. But she did last. I mean, I a little bit crumbled like at the end of the lash because I've been kind of, I feel like I have something on my eyes, so I just, you know, I get a little bit obsessive with these things and I just have to get it off. Then I have the chiffon shade by Colourpop. This is the Super Shock blush from them because I'm every single time I can use it, I do use it. And then I have the shade Wonderful as a highlighter because it's a really nice iridescent highlighter that I really enjoy. And yeah, it's just really nice. It is a little bit flaky at this point, so I have to like be careful not to get too much on my face, but it's a Project Pan product and I just really want to use it up at some point. So let me come a little bit closer. Obviously, like I've been wearing this look for I don't even know how many hours, like 15 hours. I don't know. It's been a really long time. And it's, as I said, it's been raining. I've been out all day. It's been a lot. But I think it held up really well. Like there's no creasing, there's nothing. It's just, I mean, there's a bit of sparkle on the lower lash line or like on the upper cheek area, but that's okay. Like, I can live with that. And one thing that I really like, and it's kind of like a little bit of a tip, if you don't have cool toned skin, but you love wearing cool tone eyeshadows like pinks, purples, blues, one thing that can make it work for you. First of all, I feel like sparkly shades are easier to use and easier to like make good looks with than matte shades. Maybe that's just my personal opinion, but I feel like it works for a lot of people. So if you have more sparkly look, it's gonna be easier to make it work for you than if you have an all matte look. And the other thing is try to make the inner corner more your undertone. So as you can see, the inner corner that I have, it's kind of like a champagne going into gold, going into green. So that really works. It's also like a nice depth. It's not too dark, it's not too light either. And it creates a really nice contrast, which is a bonus, but it also makes the look feel better. It just works for me better. And it just makes it more like fun, playful, not too, crazy and dead looking. So I think that's kind of like a tip for me. And also try not to use too dark of a shades. I feel like that also can help. So yeah, and obviously you could also do like warm crease and then do like cool tone shimmers. That works for a lot of people. I don't really love that. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I really enjoy that. Like I love mixing like a warm orange crease with like a teal blue shimmer. I think that's really cool. I don't love using like purple or blue shades with brown. That's my pet peeve kind of. So that's not really my vibe, but you can do that. And I know a lot of people who kind of go around it that way to make it work for them. So you absolutely can do that. But yeah, that's just like a little tip that I don't know if I ever shared with you, but it's something that I do work with a lot. That's kind of why I'm a bit obsessed with like blue look with yellow inner corner, or purple with yellow inner corner, or with like light green, stuff like that. Or over orange, that's also really pretty. And this is kind of the reason to just kind of make it a little bit easier for me when it comes to blending it with my skin tone. So yeah, that's just like, since these weekly diary videos are more like an inspiration for you, I feel like it's also a nice place to give you like a little bit of a review of the products that I'm using, and a little tips and tricks if I remember to share them. So I'm extremely tired. I just want to take this off and go and have some really nice and really long sleep. So I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, and have a great day. And in case this is the last look of this video, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know which one was your favorite, and if you like to use any of these palettes, or if you have any of them. I know I've been kind of using the same ones in this video, at least I kind of think I was, from what I remember. But yeah, I'm just really trying to wrap up my project pan, so hopefully you'll forgive me for that. Anyways, have a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you in another video, probably tomorrow. Bye!